A Jedi I knew discovered it before the Purge. You won't find it on any maps.
The Empire doesn't know this place exists?
No.
So, what's the plan? We hide out here?
We're done hiding, Cal. See that structure over there? I believe that vault holds the key to rebuilding the Jedi Order. But it requires someone strong in the Force to pass its test.
And since you're not a Jedi anymore, that's why you need me.
I know you don't trust me. And I'm not really sure I trust you. But we have a common enemy. And a common cause. I'll share more of my plan after you reach the vault. But, until then, there's someone here I think you should meet. May the Force be with you.
The notion of a genuine single-player Star Wars game has been mere fantasy for many years now, and when you coincide that notion with a publisher such as EA, well, you can't help but scoff. However, when Respawn Entertainment piped up with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and showed us a single-player Star Wars experience with in-depth lightsaber combat, no microtransactions, and no multiplayer, I have to admit I was skeptical. However, that's exactly what we were given. Jedi Fallen Order sees you playing the part of Cal Kestis, a young Jedi Padawan who survives the purge of Order 66 5 years prior, who's now hiding from the Empire and their troop of Inquisitors, an army of Force users out to hunt surviving Jedi. Your story takes you, along with your small crew made up of Seer Junda, a former Jedi Knight, and Grease Dritus, a gambling addict who is the captain of your ship the Mantis, across multiple planets and locations from the Star Wars universe, on a quest to try and restore the fallen Jedi Order. Now, it's worth noting that this is a canon story, well cemented in the broader universe. However, as with all spin-off stories in the IP, it means we know pretty much exactly where it's going. And although it has some cool moments and an interesting arc, I can't help but feel the overall impression falls a bit flat. These events could have never taken place, and it wouldn't make a difference to anything in the universe. And for me, that feels wasted. However, you shouldn't let that ruin your experience. Thanks to some incredible environments, clever bits of personalization, and a few familiar faces, the game takes you on a genuinely thrilling ride that feels authentically Star Wars. Cal is exactly how you'd expect a lost young Jedi to be. He's fast and feisty, still coming to grips with his powers. Cameron Monaghan's performance is as strong as any of the primary cast from the mainline films, and his chemistry with BD-1, your adorable buddy droid, is second to none. Talking of BD-1, he joins the lineup of stellar robotic characters from the franchise, along with R2 and BB-8 to name a few. How Star Wars continues to make AI tin cans so damn cute is beyond me.
I think. Hold on. You know the Jedi? What do you know? Wait, hold on!
Droids aren't exactly the most iconic technologies Star Wars is known for, however, which means Respawn must have known how big the task was that lay ahead when creating their lightsaber combat. By creating what appears to be a carbon copy of the Souls formula, the team pulled it off. The combat, once you've worked it out, feels fluid and powerful, while still being challenging enough to make you think about your moves. Combining saber attacks with your force powers is immensely satisfying, and if you get your timing right, you can pull off some incredibly cool moves. The team also don't shy away from full-on lightsaber battles, which makes for some of my favourite combat in a Star Wars game yet. The game also takes inspiration from many other successful games from varying genres. It has a well-detailed traversal system, chests to find, a comprehensive skill tree, and a few physics puzzles to boost. While exploring each location in an attempt to reach your objective, you'll find secrets, upgrades, Easter eggs, and other world lore, all of which help to bring the universe to life. Each location feels more Star Wars-y than the last. Environments are gorgeous to look at, with superb lighting, water physics, and environmental interaction. The characters look great and are well animated, and the ability to customize your lightsaber scores some bonus points. All of this combined with the John Williams-inspired soundtrack completes the Star Wars puzzle. Whatever you have to say about this game, you can't deny they've nailed the tone. When it comes to designing the look of the Wookiees, however, well, I suggest a new strategy. Unfortunately, the appalling Wookiees aren't the worst thing about the game, as the polishing or lack thereof is abysmal. I had countless frame drops, glitchy animations, lip sync issues, character pop-ins, loading issues, and more throughout my time in the game. For a AAA game like this, it's simply not good enough. The team at Respawn are more than capable of avoiding this. I can't help but feel that this is a result of EA pushing for a particular release date. Hopefully these issues will eventually be fixed in an update. Those issues aside, the game makes for a fantastic experience if you're a Star Wars fan or just a video game fan. The core game mechanics are incredibly fun, the story is interesting enough, and there's a few holy shit moments sprinkled on top. It's hard for me to critique the game too much for its flaws when I've had this much fun playing it. Hopefully there's some DLC to come, as frankly I can't wait to jump back in and play some more. Minor bugs aside, the force is strong with this one.
Going somewhere? I recognize that stance. Perhaps you've had some training after all. Who's your master, Padawan? Someone I killed, perhaps?